I don't know, guys. We've had all sorts of technical difficulties this evening. I think it's starting the game before dark. Everybody on the sideline was a little bit out of sorts. They didn't even get the play clock turned on down here. We're not used to being a Saturday, not being in school, and I'm not sure why our equipment's acting up tonight, but it is indeed. I don't know if we got in that Xander Tabor has 119 yards rushing on 18 carries, 3 touchdowns. Preston Turley, 1 carry on that fumble scoop and score there. We fumbled the ball, and he picked it up, scored an 18-yard run. Cade McAllister, 1 carry for 14 yards. Braxton Winders, 1 carry for 6 yards. And Luke Kreider, 1 carry for 8 yards. Luke Kreider's thrown for 91 yards, and he has completed all but 1 pass tonight. So he's 11 for 12, no interceptions. Nice night for Luke Kreider. Cade McAllister threw 1 halfback pass there that went incomplete. I believe if Preston Turley had kept going, he would have had probably had a 6 right there. For Fulton County, hasn't been much going on at all. They've only they're negative yards rushing, minus 3 yards rushing for Fulton County. You know, we've held teams. I think we're averaging 79 yards a game giving up on rushing. You know, that's incredible considering some of the teams we've played. A lot of these other teams, we've been holding them below 50 yards rushing. So tonight, minus 3 here in the first half. We'll see what the reserves do in the second half. If they can hold the line on that. Passing hadn't been a whole lot different, although they do have 24 yards passing. They've used 2 quarterbacks, Johnson and Gibbs. The Pirtle boy has had most of the carries, and he has got 1 yard net gain. The punter even got in on the passing for Fulton County. He threw 1 incomplete pass. So they've thrown 3 interceptions in the game and have fumbled the ball twice. So that's 5 turnovers. Crittenden County has 10 first downs. Fulton County 1. Rockets 35 yards at penalties on 4 flags, and Fulton County 1 penalty for 5 yards. First half, Preston Morganson has an interception and recovered a muff punt. Dylan Yates had a sack. Dobbins had his 3rd interception of the season. Lathan easily recovered a fumble, and Logan Bailey had that one there at the end of the first half, interception. And, man, he was scooting after he got the ball, too.
Yeah, that was a nice play there in the end zone by Logan Bailey.
So we've had 8 possessions in the game, punted once and scored every other time. So not a bad first half for the Rockets. Really, we expected it last week with Caverna, but coming into this game against Fulton County, pretty much the same team they had last year. But we're just we're on a roll right now, and they just happen to be in the way.
That's a good assessment. We were talking about we hadn't played necessarily a clean game. It's been a little bit sloppy for the Rockets, but I think the coach staff was maybe anticipating this and wanted to work on some things. We saw a trick play.
Yeah, I think some of this stuff maybe they just want to put on film.
Certainly, get somebody something to work.
Take get their attention on something that they don't need to be working on. A lot of these 2-point conversions. Of course, we got behind on that first one, and I walked by Coach Thompson. I said, "You got a kicker that's kicked 25 PATs in a row. You lost confidence in it." We went for three straight 2-point conversions, and all 3 failed. He just laughed. And Perkins was in there, I think, the next time. He's been automatic. Only guy in Class A football that's 100% on a season.
I think he's at 28 in a row right now,
yeah,
dating back to last season. The Rockets got 3 interceptions. Preston Morganson and Ben Dobbins, you touched on him, has 3 each. And that's up there in the top. Crittenden County leads Class A in interceptions.
Well, Crittenden County's goal this season is to lead Class A all the way.
That's right.
It's a shame we didn't get to play Paintsville early in the season, really get a good measuring stick on where we're at. But maybe somewhere down the road, Paintsville, Pikeville, never know who we might be able to see.
Well, the defense has certainly started off this season as potentially able to take this team that far. And this offense is, we've seen in the last 3 or 4 games, is starting to get its feet under itself and really take off. And it's really because Luke Crider is really getting more confidence. We're seeing his completion percentage skyrocket and the turnovers plummet.
Well, clearly tonight he stepped up in the pocket a couple of times with people in his face, made good throws. He's just becoming more and more comfortable, realizes, things he has to do for this team to be successful.
Hey, he had a nice scramble. That's one thing, though. Yeah. He needed to work on the landing.
Yeah.
We thought he was going to slide, and he didn't.
I think he thought about it, and then he just reversed course and
ran
into the big guy over there. But, Luke's really hitting his stride, and it should be at this time of the season. This is about the time of the season last year he came on. We were playing at Fulton County when he took over the quarterbacking job and then closed out the season for the Rockets. And, he's just been a quarterback for 1 year.
Yeah, he's just a junior, and now he's got really a full season under his belt. And you're really starting to see him get more comfortable and be very effective for the Rockets passing game.
And he's got more weapons than the Marines. I mean, there's all kinds of guys out there that can do something once you get the ball in their hands. Look at little Preston Morganson Rocket. But I tell you, Preston, Coach Thompson grabbed him, pulled him to the sideline a few minutes ago, and I mean, he gave him a nice little talking to. I think Preston's jawing a little bit down there. His typical, he generally does that. But we don't need to lose him tonight. That's what Sean was trying to impress upon him. We don't need you to get thrown out of this game not for running your mouth, because we have Russellville next week for the district championship.
Yeah, and Russellville is in that top 10 of the RPI, and really that game determines the district.
Absolutely. Yeah, we win tonight, we have home field advantage first round of the playoffs. Win next week, we got the first 2 weeks.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris.
Okay, maybe we've got our problems worked out.
I think we do. I'm getting some text that says it sounds much better. You can hear me over Hank Williams Jr.
Got a little Hank.
I mean, yeah, I might should just take a pause so you can hear all these rowdy friends. While we got a minute, we want to thank our sponsors, Auto Art. We still got to keep our eye out for the Auto Art collision of the game.
Haven't really seen that just yet.
No, nothing stood out. If we were doing this the first couple games, we talked about it. We probably would have given it to Caden McAllister on 2 or 3 games, because he's definitely brought the lumber here lately, but haven't had that hit that made you say, oh my gosh.
Yeah, we haven't had that tonight. The end of the game, our last home game here, that was one of the most
that was McAllister on McAllister.
Woo.
Punishment right at the McAllister kid from Murray. And I'll be honest with you, I watched Murray play Caldwell last night, and Murray beat Caldwell, and the McAllister kid did not play. It was all Donkey.
Is that Donkey or Donkey?
I think it's Danky, but Donkey sounds better.
It's funny, ain't it?
Yeah, and so that's a Murray team that was a big win for this Rocket football team a couple weeks ago. We're going to have a big opportunity next week against Russellville. That game will be at Russellville, and we will bring you live coverage on the Crittenden Press YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. We want to thank Whitetail Properties, Shara Solutions, Homestead Realty, Farmers Bank, Riley Tool and Machine, First United Bank, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Seaplant Federal Credit Union, Johnson's Furniture, Ellington Detailing, Par 4 Plastics, Al Stearns Coldwell Banker, Auto Art, YTG Insurance, Mike and Stoner's Barbershop, H&H Home and Hardware, Marion Eye Care Center, Frazier and Massey, Magnolia Bank, Mulligan's Pizzeria and Pub, Max 2 Custom Detail. They are on the move.
Okay, I just got a little extra information. The very last play of the second half, or the first half there, their quarterback, when the play clock went off at the end for the half, one of our guys kind of let up, and then somebody else come and blew him up, and it was a live play. Now he's hurt his shoulder, and they don't think he's going to come back. But I think there's a lot of tension on the other sideline because they kind of feel like that maybe we shouldn't have hit him when we did.
Say that again now.
Their quarterback's hurt. His shoulder got hurt. That very last play, the clock went off.
And they ran it.
Yeah, they ran it, but it was like a couple of our guys thought that they didn't get it off in time. Well, then the quarterback let up, and then somebody lowered the boom on him, and now he's hurt. And they say there's a little tension between the teams right now because of that.
Oh, a little 47-0 football beef.
Right, but we don't need to go out and let them do something silly emotionally and us respond, and then we don't have our players next week.
Oh, certainly not.
But
and I would anticipate starters probably are going to get one series here. Rockets lead 47-0. Noah Perkins.
All right, we're ready to go.
Back to kick off.
It's time for the percolator.
Here comes a kick right now. It's going to be an all kick deep.
Short kick fielded by.
Was that it?
That's Caden McAllister on the tackle, and they threw a flag for the suplex.
They going to call that like unnecessary roughness or something?
The guy had the ball.
Tackled him too hard?
I guess. That might be a candidate for that auto art collision.
There was a flag on the play. Personal foul, face mask.
That makes
against
more
the Rockets.
sense.
It's impressive. He suplexed him and face masked him somehow at the same time.
Talent. I mean,
all right.
Talent.
I don't know how he bear hugged him and suplexed him and could hold his face mask. 1st and 10, Fulton County. Tackled by number 12, Tyler Boone. The line of scrimmage.
Hit at the line of
That
scrimmage.
blue white line is held again tonight.
Loss of about one.
This front seven
for the Pilots.
for this Rocket football team has got to be not just one of the best in Class A, but one of the best in the state.
I'd put them up. When we play Tillman later on, we'll really see.
Well, apparently Tillman last night could not stop Portez Sile. He ran all over Tillman. Sweep right to Purdy. Number 26. Jordan
Knocked out of
Pirtle.
bounds.
Sorry about that. It's going to bring up 3rd and
By
10.
number 41.
Gain of
Nathan
1 on the
Easley,
play. Get back to the
right at
original line of scrimmage.
So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Pilots.
Yeah, so that's what you're talking about. Max Gibbs is back in at quarterback. They did have a little success there at the end of the second quarter throwing with the Johnson kid. Swing pass deflected by the big number
Ball
32,
deflected.
Noah McGowan. It's going to bring up 4th and 10.
We don't talk about him a whole lot, but
Bring
he
a
is
fourth
always
down
around and in the middle of it.
for
He's
the
a really
Pilots.
tall kid, got a lot of athletic ability.
6'5", athletic player. And really hasn't grown into his body yet.
Right.
I think he's young. I think he's a senior, but I think he's maybe just turned 17.
Really.
Good snap for Fulton County for the first time tonight, and a nice punt. Goes out of bounds near the 44-yard line.
The ball goes out of bounds at about the 44-yard line.
It's going to be auto art 1st and 10 for Crittenden County. comes the Rocket offense. And that is
By
not
the way, what about those
the
Kentucky
first string.
Wildcats today over there?
Seth
Tennessee
Guess in at
Volunteers.
quarterback. I believe that's Seth Guess. Nope, that is Micah Newcomb. Bridges on the tackle, number 25.
Ball carrier number 34, Kiefer Marshall.
Give was to Kiefer Marshall.
Got a gain of about 1 yard on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9.
Rockets lead this one 47-0, 8:26 in this third quarter. Last week, Micah Newcomb threw his first touchdown pass of the season and I believe it was in the second
Marshall
quarter of that
brought
ball
down
game
to
at
number
Caverna.
25.
Yeah, I don't think the starters played
Brock
after the
Bridges.
first quarter.
Loss on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long.
Bridges makes the tackle for Fulton County again. Loss of 2 on the play. Bringing pressure, Fulton County. Swing pass to Nesbitt. He's reversing the field. Run backwards and loses 8 yards.
Pass
Really
complete
hard
to
with
number
fast
2, Caleb
players on the
Nesbitt.
other team to do
Loss on the
that.
play. Going to bring up 4th down
Well,
and
he
long
had a
for the
chance if
Rockets.
he could get away from Mr. Bridges, but he didn't.
Now,
It's going to be 4th and 10, or 4th and 20. Crittenden County. Braxton Winters back to punt. Looks like number 2, Turner, is back deep. Fulton County standing at the 30-yard line. Big kick. Big Crittenden County bounce.
Bowman punt by number 3, Braxton Winters.
Downed it at the 28.
Ball is going to be placed on about the
he has
26-yard
kicked the
line.
ball so well so far this year.
You know, that one wasn't even all that, but it was a 42-yard punt.
Right. You know,
That's great. That's a great average.
you know, in some of the tighter games, he's held the ball to the very last second to give our guys a head start going down the field, and we've got some really good plays off of that.
Yeah, he has done a very good job with that. Punts like the rugby style, like the kicker for Kentucky, who has been nationally ranked. 1st and 10, Fulton County. There's a flag on the play.
Number 26 ball carrier.
Looks
There
like
is a flag on the play.
it might be Ben Dobbins on that tackle. I believe it was.
Kind of slow to find out what's going on.
They're marking it off against Crittenden.
Personal foul is a call against the Rockets. Hitting the head.
A targeting penalty, I guess. There is no ejections in high school for the targeting, I believe.
They threw Lathan out last year.
Yeah, and then they shouldn't have.
Okay.
They reversed it, even though it was too late. Give up the middle to the fullback. Maybe if it's malicious, they can.
I think so. I think
there's 2 different targeting, so just it's different from college.
Number 8.
It'd be nice if college
Gordon
could
was the ball carrier.
use some common sense on it. Not every hit to the head is
It's
intentional.
intentional, right. Sometimes you're coming in low and a good running back's going to get low and you're going to go head to head.
That's right. Second and 5, Fulton County. Toss right, give is to Pirtle. Whole bunch of Rockets get him. Number 7,
Was a loss on the play.
Sam Impastato was there first. Ben Dobbins finished him up.
Going to bring up 3rd down and 12 yards to go for the Pilots.
Clock's rolling at the 5-minute mark. Rockets lead 47-0. 3rd and 12. There's a whistle, stops play. And then he dropped his flag. It's going to be a false start against Fulton County. Going to make it 3rd and 17.
False start is a call against the Pilots.
Again, we want to thank Whitetail Properties,
Bring
Shara
it 3rd down and
Solutions,
long, Fulton County.
Homestead Realty, Farmers Bank for making this broadcast possible. Pass, Fulton County, ball is up. Trace Darrington got an
Pass
interception.
was intercepted.
I'm afraid
but
they're
there is
gonna give him a
flag on the
penalty.
play.
Say pushed off, I bet.
Well, it was a pop fly to both of them. They were positioning themselves, and they're saying Trace may have used his hands to gain that advantage to catch that football. Just got a message from Steve McKinney, sponsor
Pass interference
of
is a
this
call
broadcast.
against the Rockets.
Max 2 Custom Tent Detail, and they've moved locations, but he said he can hear us now, whatever we did.
Well, we had we had to change some cables. We're good now.
Yeah, there was some cable changing going on. You got to really give it up to Chris Evans. Not only does he run the press, he's doing the stats. He also has a TV production studio. Really, jack of all trades. If you got a toilet clogged, he'll probably fix that too. Give him a call. 3rd and short after the penalty, and that's going to be a first down Fulton County. Quarterback
Number 16,
keeper.
Gibbs on the carry. It is a first down for Fulton County Pilots.
Clock's rolling 3:45 in the 3rd quarter. Rockets lead 47-0. It's going to move the Rockets. We assume they're going to win this game. It's going to move them to 5-1 on the season, and set them up for a
Pass goes
showdown next
incomplete.
weekend in Russellville, Mike.
It's intended for number
Right,
1
that,
Cole.
That is a neat
Gonna bring up
place to
2nd
have
down
to
and
play. I
10
guess that
yards
would
to
be
go for the Pilots.
it's unique.
Yeah, unique. It's like going into a castle.
I always thought that, yeah.
And the corner of the end zone's on a hill. Like,
It's like
there's a hill in the corner of the end zone. The entire field is not flat.
probably, 3 foot high in that one corner?
Yeah.
They never changed it.
No. 2nd and 10, Fulton County gives up the middle. Nice tackle on the play. I think it's number 88.
Tackle made by Dalton Wood and also number
38.
70, Deacon Holloman. Going to bring up 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
That's 38, Dalton Wood. Third and 8 for Fulton County. They have crossed into Rocket territory. 2nd time tonight. It's a pass. Dylan Yates applies the pressure. Oh, and they're calling Trace pass interference again. A ball bounced off
Pass
Noah
goes
Perkins'
incomplete,
chest.
But there is
He's
a
going to be
flag on
wishing
the
he got
play.
that one back.
Yeah. Yep. You called that right, Tanner.
Pass interference is a call against the Rockets.
You're so smart.
Will be a first down for the Pilots.
Just glad we got this worked out. I wish we could have done it before the first half was over.
Oh, the broadcast has kicked off 2 or 3 times. The microphone wasn't working right, but 1st and 10, Fulton County. Pirtle tackled in the backfield. He was thrown down. Surprised there's not a flag for that one.
Number 26, Briley Berry on the
Briley Berry on the
backfield.
tackle. I mean, that was a good collision right there.
It
Might be
was.
that's a potential auto art collision of the game. He kind of suplexed him just like McAllister did, but he didn't
he didn't grab his face mask.
Didn't get a penalty for it. Loss of 2 on the play. I formation for Fulton County. Give to the fullback up the middle. Running hard. Gain of about 4 or 5 on that play. Clock approaches 1 minute in this third quarter. It's a running clock situation for the third week in a row for these Rockets.
Going to bring up third down and 7 yards to go for the Pilots.
And this is music back from when I was in school.
My wife loves that song. Give to Pirtle off the right side, and he is tackled at the line of scrimmage by Dylan Yates, who's still out there. No, that's not Dylan Yates. That's Deacon Holloman, number 70.
Yeah, Big Deacon.
Tackle made by
He looks like Dylan Yates.
Deacon Holloman. Bring up fourth down and 8 yards to go for the Pilots.
Impostato's playing nose. Deacon Holloman is that far side defensive end.
You know, this is JV that's holding their own against their starters.
Number 50, Zach McGahan, is your defensive end on the near side. It's going to be the end of the third quarter.
The third quarter of play.
Rockets lead 47-0.
Folks, the new
JV
Mexican restaurant located in the old Pizza Hut building.
We want to thank our sponsors.
Late tonight. If anyone wants to
Auto Art,
eat some Mexican food after the football game.
Whitetail Properties, Shara Solutions, Homestead Realty, Farmers Bank, Riley Tool and Machine, First United Bank, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Sea Plant Federal Credit Union, Johnson's Furniture, Ellington Detailing, Par 4 Plastics, Al Starnes, Coldwell Banker, YTG Insurance. Call me for a quote.
Quotes cost nothing.
Quotes are free. Mike and Stoner's Barbershop. H&H Home and Hardware.
Hey, I'll give you a quote for free too on a haircut.
Mike gives free quotes for haircuts. What is it? What's the quote?
It's a $28 haircut we have on sale for $14.
$28. Now that's an expensive haircut, but you got it on sale.
On sale, half off.
Half off. Was this all next week?
All next week.
All next week. You can get a $28 haircut next week at Mike and Stoner for just $14. Deal of the day.
Also, Mulligan's will be open late tonight. They got live music going.
We want to thank Marion Eye Care Center, Fraser and Massey, Magnolia Bank,
to eat here in town.
Mulligan's Pizzeria and Pub, Max 2 Custom Tent and Detailing, Auto Art. Again, thank all you guys. Support those local businesses. Nice pass over the middle caught by Bridges.
Pass complete. 2 Bridges brought down by a host of Rockets.
Not sure he got the first down.
But not before the Pilots pick up a 1st and 10.
He did. Hey, he stepped back and threw that.
Yeah, he did. That was probably one of the best plays we've seen them. I mean, it's against our JV, but still.
The coverage was there. He was in between those linebackers, and they were there on the coverage. Oh, fumble. Rockets got it.
There's a fumble on the play.
Ben Dobbins.
Oh, Ben.
Number 49,
Ball hog.
I'm
Ben
telling you. He's a ball magnet. How
on
about
the
that?
fumble recovery.
Man, he's got a nose for the
The
football.
Dauber.
Clock is rolling. Under 11 minutes in this fourth quarter. Gosh, how many turnovers have they had?
I don't know.
Like 7, 8.
There's been a bunch. I mean, how many fumbles have there been?
They've had 3 interceptions, 3 or 4 fumbles. They've had 2 turnovers, I guess you could say, just trying to punt the ball. Micah Newcomb at the quarterback. Twins each way. Give to Kiefer Marshall on the near side. He's tackled the line of scrimmage by number 55.
Number 27, Gatton Travis, the ball carrier.
Hunter Grissom. I'm sorry, I thought that was Kiefer, but that is Gatton Travis.
When they wear these dark jerseys, it's so hard
Loss
to
of
see their
about
numbers.
1 on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 11.
It is. They're black numbers outlined in white, but if their jerseys wrinkle up, you can't hardly tell. Trips to the far side. Oh, he picked off by number 2. And that's going to be a Fulton County touchdown.
Pass was intercepted by number 2.
Tipped
Turner.
off the hands
It
of the
is a
receiver.
touchdown, Pilots.
Devin Turner picked it off of the deflection, and there goes the Rockets shutout.
Yep. Wasn't a bad pass, just a little ahead of the receiver.
Yeah, hit him in the hands. It would have been a tough catch, but
Number 26. Set to kick for the Pilots.
Pirtle back to kick. Bad snap. Number 11 is in trouble, and he is going to
And
not
it's no
make
good.
it. They've had a lot of trouble with their snaps.
They really
As a
have.
former
And
long
Coleman
snapper,
Stone
it's painful to me. I don't know.
in on the stop.
Clock is rolling, 8:52. Now, when we were at Trick County, the clock did not run at this point.
I know. Well, we kept wondering why it didn't.
Well, I had referee people tell me it was supposed to stop.
Really?
Yes. But these guys are rolling their arms. To get it going. So, clock's running right now, 8:24 and counting. Rockets lead this one 47-6. Fulton County is going to kick off to the Rockets. We got somebody watching from Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Scott Davis.
Scott Davis, glad to have you. Hope you tune in next weekend as Rockets will be playing for a district championship. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. I want to thank Whitetail Properties, Mark Williams for being the headline sponsor of this broadcast. Band just got done playing a nice little ditty. Squib kick by Pirtle. Couldn't tell who fielded that punt at the 30-yard line. Returned it
Number 9,
to the
Jackson
4.
Hatfield on the return.
Jackson Hatfield. There you go. Well, competition certainly wasn't all that, but you like to see the Rockets take care of business. No injuries to this point.
We saw him work on some things we haven't seen before. A couple of trick plays.
Split backs in the backfield, 2 to the near side. Wide snap. And a loss of 5.
Quarterback number 10, Micah Newcomb, covers the ball up. Be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 14 yards to go for the Rockets.
Loss of 5 on the play. Clock is at the 5:45 mark in this fourth quarter. Split backs. Give is to Gatton Travis off that right side. Maybe gained a yard. He's a good-looking football player.
He's
Just a freshman.
Number 27, Gatton Travis, the ball carrier.
His dad was a good football player.
Barrett was a very good running back.
Looks like they're
I believe he wore number 8.
on the play. He's going to bring up third down at about 14.
I think he had a knee injury there, maybe his senior year, that held him back a little bit. Was a very good football player, and they're high on Gatton. This will make the 18th victory in a row against Fulton County. Give is to Gatton. Travis on the near side, tackled by number 76.
Travis was the ball carrier. Knocked out of bounds by number 76, Hammond.
We've been calling
fourth down for the Rockets.
Hammond's name since the beginning of the game.
Yep.
They still got number 51, the 330-pound nose guard, Tyler Love, in there. It's going to be 4th and 14. Braxton Winters back to punt. Caden McAllister.
I think we're letting the play clock run down.
7-6-5 on that.
There's a flag on the play.
Showing illegal.
Looks like false start
False
against the
start
Rockets.
against the Rockets. Clock's still running. Get to milk it a little bit more. Turner back deep, standing at the 45-yard line. Ten seconds on this play clock. McAllister goes into motion. Tyler Boone got a little bit of an early start.
Flag on the play against the Rockets. False start.
You think maybe they did that on purpose?
I don't know.
Clock's still running.
We had like a minute and a half, 2 minutes kickoff doing this.
The official is talking to Preston Turley. Clock hit the 2-minute, 59-second. Umpire was giving the raise the roof signal.
I didn't understand that one
I
either.
thought I've not ever seen that one either. I thought it was the windmill. You do the windmill to get the clock rolling.
That or maybe a truck whistle.
Play clock down to 10. We jumped again. They didn't call it. Turner picks it up at the 40. Caden no, that's Tyler Boone on the tackle.
Number 2. Return for the Pilots. No return.
Clock is at
Number 12.
2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Tyler Boone on the tackle.
Well, we still got to come up with an auto arc collision of the game. I mean, unless something.
Barry make that one hit there. That's
It's going to be 1st and 10, Fulton County. Twins each way. It's a pass. Play was broken up by number 23, freshman Tyler Belt.
Broken up by number 23, Tyler Belt.
Nice lick laid on him there. I like
Bring
that.
up second down and 10 yards
receiver,
to go for the Pilots.
That's one of the things about this quarterback. He just kind of puts a lot of air under the ball.
he really does. A lot of
Gets
time.
a lot of people a lot of time to get there. Trips to the far side. Coming up in the pocket, and that's going to be a sack by Sam Impastato.
Brought down by number 7, Sam Impastato. Bring up third down
He's
and
just a
13 for
sophomore,
the
Mike.
Pilots.
You know, Sam's really came on this year. Well-built kid. I mean, just
Pass is complete to number 2. And Tyler Belt makes the tackle.
He caught that about
Pass
the first
was
down
complete.
marker and then went backwards.
Yeah. I think forward progress, they are going to give him a first down.
It is going to be a first down for the Pilots.
29 seconds.
29 seconds. Probably going to be the last play of the game. What a catch by Bridges.
Nice catch by number 25, Bridges of the Pilots.
And Fulton County is going to call a timeout.
There is a timeout by
12
Fulton
seconds
County.
left to go and call
With
timeout
12
down.
seconds to go in the ball game.
47
That
to 6.
should be an unsportsmanlike penalty on their coach, in my opinion. You know?
Just wanting another play, I guess.
Certainly. They're still got their starters in there.
You know, that's the neat thing. Our JV came in and they've held their
Remember,
own.
folks, after the football game is over, you cannot go onto the football field. Thank you.
I'm going to give the auto art collision of the game. I'm going to wait. We've got 12 seconds. They've still got 2 timeouts. We might get 3 more plays.
Who knows?
Here's your theme song, Matt Boone.
The Tyler Belt hit was a good one.
Oh, come on, man.
Briley Berry had a good
Either
hit there a
yours or
while
Ron
ago.
Wellington's. I can't remember.
The auto art collision of the ball game. If you have a collision in your car, that's picked off by number 1, Seth Guess. That will end the ball game.
Nice try there, number 1, Seth Guess. That will conclude the football game. Crittenden County Rockets 47, Fulton County Pilots 6.
Rockets move to 5-1, win this one 47-6.
Hopefully next week when we start, we'll have our problems worked out.
Yeah, I believe we will. I tell you what, we have only had problems at home.
Isn't that crazy? But yeah, it was kind of a tough first quarter for me trying to run the camera and watch and find out what was going on wrong. It took us to halftime, but we finally got it.
Coach, the 2 teams are out at midfield. I'm not sure what they're going to do. Maybe they're going to pray. Again, we want to thank our sponsors, Whitetail Properties, Mark Williams, headline sponsor of this broadcast, Shara Solutions, Homestead Realty, Farmers Bank, Riley Tool and Machine, First United Bank, Deer Lakes Golf Course, Sea Plant Federal Credit Union, Johnson's Furniture, Ellington Detailing, Par 4 Plastics, Al Starnes Coldwell Banker, YTG Insurance, Mike and Stoner's Barbershop, H&H Home Hardware, Marion Eye Care Center, Fraser and Massey, Magnolia Bank, Mulligan's Pizzeria and Pub, Max 2 Custom Detailing, Auto Art. Again, we've got to, I'm going to give the Auto Art collision of the game. To number 26, Briley Bailey with that big hit he made there for a tackle for loss. What do you think, Mike?
It's great. I think it's awesome. Well-deserving young man. All right, we're going to wrap this thing up. We'll be with you guys next week, hopefully with everything like it needs to be to broadcast a good game. Hopefully Ethan will be back. That was our problem. We didn't have Ethan tonight.
We're going to blame all this problems on Ethan.
Yeah.
Next week, the Rockets will be playing for a district championship at Russellville. Kickoff will be at 7 p.m. on the Crittenden Press YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe to the action. And we're going to call it a day. Thank you guys for watching.